Elon Musk, the billionaire who turned electric vehicles into a global phenomenon. He's the architect of private space travel, the mind behind brain-computer interfaces, the disruptor who reinvented social media, a man who built his fortune-defying convention, dodging regulation and bending industries to his will. But now, he's at the helm of a government agency. A man known for breaking rules is now writing them. And his target, the very foundation of the U.S. financial system. The Department of Government Efficiency was first announced in November 2024 as part of a broader effort to overhaul government operations. Initially, tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy was tapped to co-lead the initiative alongside Elon Musk. However, just weeks before the inauguration, Ramaswamy unexpectedly stepped down, citing philosophical differences with the administration's direction. This left Musk as the sole figurehead of the newly created agency. On Inauguration Day, President Donald Trump officially signed the Department of Government Efficiency into existence, solidifying Musk's leadership in one of the most radical government restructures in modern history.
The new Department of Government Efficiency, headed by a gentleman named Elon Musk, who's here someplace. I don't know where the hell he is. Come here, Elon. Did you see his rocket yesterday? It was captured.
With an ambitious goal to reduce the federal budget by nearly $2 trillion, Musk aims to achieve modernization, efficiency, cost-cutting, and radical transparency. His proposal? To put the nation's financial system on the blockchain, where every dollar is tracked, every transaction is visible, and have total accountability. Supporters hailed the decision as a bold step toward eliminating waste and corruption. Critics, however, questioned the legality of appointing a private entrepreneur with vast financial interests to such a powerful role. Would Musk's leadership bring genuine reform or blur the lines between private enterprise and government control? A visionary overhaul or an unprecedented power grab? Blockchain is the holy grail of transparency. Every transaction is recorded on an immutable ledger, open for verification. No hidden spending, no missing trillions. This means no more secret slush funds, no misallocation of taxpayer dollars, and no untraceable government bailouts. If implemented correctly, this could revolutionize government accountability, ensuring that every citizen can see where their money is going in real time. But the real question remains, who will have the ultimate control over this ledger? With Musk's push for transparency comes a storm of controversy. His team has reportedly gained access to federal payment systems housing trillions in taxpayer funds, a level of control previously limited to government entities. Critics argue that a billionaire with unchecked access to such sensitive infrastructure sets a dangerous precedent. What safeguards exist to prevent misuse? And who is holding Musk accountable? Legal experts are raising red flags. Would this level of control require new regulatory frameworks? Could Musk's involvement conflict with existing financial laws, such as the Federal Reserve Act or antitrust regulations? And ethically, should one private individual, even a self-proclaimed innovator, have this much influence over a nation's economic framework? Supporters champion the initiative as a necessary evolution of financial oversight. Detractors warn of an unprecedented shift in power dynamics. Some may argue that this is the dawn of true financial freedom, while others view this as the beginning of an era where financial power is concentrated into the hands of one dominant force. Theoretically, blockchain is secure, but merging it with legacy financial systems is a logistical nightmare. Outdated infrastructure, conflicting regulations, and deeply entrenched financial interests all create barriers. One wrong move, and you don't just lose money, you risk systemic collapse, potentially triggering a crisis on par with the Great Depression or the 2008 crash. Cybersecurity experts warn that a blockchain-based financial system while offering transparency, could also introduce unprecedented vulnerabilities. Large-scale cyber attacks, quantum computing threats, and smart contract loopholes could expose government financial operations to exploitation on a catastrophic scale. If an adversarial nation or rogue hacker finds a flaw, the consequences could be immediate and irreversible. And let's not forget, whoever controls the ledger controls the system. Will this power truly be decentralized? Or is this the first step toward a financial empire under the control of a select few? The promise of transparency is enticing, but history has shown that centralized oversight often leads to unintended consequences. With Musk's simultaneous push to integrate artificial intelligence into government operations, new questions arise. How much decision-making power will AI have over financial transactions? Could AI-driven automation remove human oversight from critical economic policies? And if an AI system, designed by Musk's own teams, is responsible for monitoring the blockchain, would it truly serve the public's interest or Musk's? What happens if this system is compromised, manipulated, or used as a tool for financial surveillance? As the world watches, the question remains, is this the birth of a new economic era, or the quiet formation of a digital oligarchy, vulnerable to both human ambition and technological exploitation? History has shown that when financial power is concentrated in the hands of a few, the consequences can be devastating. The Federal Reserve's monetary policies have long sparked debates over inflation control and economic manipulation. The 2008 financial crisis serves as a cautionary tale. Unchecked banking practices and reckless risk-taking led to a global economic meltdown, wiping out trillions in wealth and leaving millions jobless. Even the most well-intended financial structures, without proper checks and balances, can spiral into disaster. If blockchain is meant to eliminate these failures, who will ensure it doesn't simply create a new version of the same problem? Musk isn't backing down. He insists this isn't about power, it's about efficiency, accountability, a way to cut waste and corruption, a revolution in financial transparency. But skeptics aren't convinced. They point to his sprawling business empire, the intricate web of subsidiaries and investments that make up the Musk financial ecosystem. His deep government contracts, his clashes with regulators, his unpredictable, often defiant attitude toward oversight. The question lingers, if Musk controls the system, who ensures he plays by the rules? And more importantly, who controls Musk? Then there are the theories. Some claim this is a stepping stone to a new digital currency, one Musk himself will control, setting the stage for a financial empire where transactions bypass traditional banks entirely. Others whisper about a global financial reset orchestrated to transition the world into a single, fully traceable economic system, eliminating cash and anonymity. A future where every transaction, no matter how small, is monitored, every dollar permanently linked to a blockchain ID, creating an economy where privacy is a relic of the past. Supporters hail it as the end of financial fraud, corruption, and illicit dealings. But critics argue, could this be the end of financial freedom as we know it? Elon Musk's push to integrate blockchain into the US financial system is bold, unprecedented, and, some would argue, inevitable. It promises an era of transparency like never before, but it also carries risks of security, control, and consolidation of financial power. So we ask, is this the next great leap forward, or a digital cage with Musk holding the key? The financial revolution is unfolding right before our eyes. So what's your take? Is Musk leading us into a new era of digital freedom, or is this a high-tech Trojan horse for financial control?
I agree. It should be, if it's public money being spent, it should be in full view of the public. When they want to hide the stuff, frankly, it is the reality is because there's massive fraud and abuse. That's the reality. Nobody needs to hide something unless they have something to hide.
Drop your hottest takes, wildest theories, and expert insights in the comments. The future isn't just happening, it's being coded right now, and you're part of the conversation.